My name is Stefanie Bieber and I'm a harp player and harp teacher from Frankfurt in Germany. And with this video I would like to introduce you to an idea that I call sound bath. It's an idea that I developed throughout a long time of teaching improvisation and of improvising myself. And you just heard one of my sound baths. It's a very easy one called the paddling pool. The basic idea of sound bathing is that you create a structure. Most of the time it's a chord-based structure, but not always. And this structure is the starting point. It's like a safe place from where you can start into freedom. And the structure consists of several elements. One element is a shape. It's a fingering shape, like in this case it's a chord-based fingering shape, and as you see I use the technique of crossing hands for a certain reason that I will come to later. And this is home, so to say. So if ever you get lost, you can go back to this basic pattern. And then you will find some possibilities of creating freedom inside the pattern. First possibility of creating freedom, of course, is to shift the whole pattern to other chords or along the harp. And that creates something that we call a chord progression. The advantage is that you learn how chords are built up, and you learn it by thinking and even more by seeing your fingers on the harp. So it's good for your thinking in chords. The next possibility to create some freedom is to shift single fingers inside the pattern, and you could hear me shifting the high note, and this is the reason why I use this crossing technique, that I cross with my left hand above the right hand, because this gives me the freedom to shift the highest note. Of course, you can also shift other fingers, like in the middle. That creates beautiful sounds. And the next possibility for freedom is to change the picking pattern, because there's not only the shape pattern, but there's also a picking pattern, which is the order in which I play my fingers. And I can change that order, like or and so on. And last but not least, there's a possibility of changing the rhythm pattern or even the time signature. Let's see, like maybe new time signature. And now new rhythm pattern. And so on. And so you can create even accompaniment patterns for if you want to sing along or you want to accompany other people singing along. Those sound bath patterns. And how this works in detail, that's something that I show in a 5-part, that is a 6-part video tutorial that I created for you. You can get this video tutorial if you go to this page. You will get part 1, 2, and 3 of the tutorial, plus a bonus for double strung harpers that shows you how you can play around with the idea and adjusting it to the characteristic possibilities a double strung provides, and no other instrument in the world can do the same thing as a double strung harp. So in part 1 you learn the basic pattern. In part 2, so that's the fingering shape and the picking pattern and the rhythm pattern. In part 2 you learn how to shift the pattern to other chords and how to learn how to think in chords instead of single notes. And in part 3 I show you detailed how you can shift single fingers, and I tell you the secret of how to make it sound smoothly or bizarre. And then there is part 4, which shows how to change the picking pattern, and part 5, where I show you how to change time signature and rhythm patterns. How you can get all 6 parts, you will learn also on this page. So I will be glad to send out 4 video tutorials for free, plus 2 that you can have extra access to when you follow my Ko-fi channel. And now I will go on and play a bit around with the idea of paddling pool. Enjoy, and hope to see you one day.